After months of bitter, intense battles, Armageddon seemed to put a bookmark in the chapter of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. But there was certainly no rest for the weary. Just as the Game and HBK were at their most vulnerable, other superstars were making their play to capitalize.
HBK really does stand for Has Been Kid.
Chris Jericho set his sights on ending the career of his childhood hero, Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, Booker T challenged Triple H for the coveted World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple H may be looking at the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Both rivalries would culminate in two epic encounters at WrestleMania 19.
Michaels with a roll-up. Yes! Pedigree! Yes! And it's over.
But it wasn't until the night after WrestleMania that the Game and HBK would cross paths again, granting a voice of reason to emerge from the shadows.
You guys are my friends! We gotta get this together!
You gotta know something, man. It ain't never gonna be over between me and Shawn Michaels. You've gotta make a choice. It's either him or me.
Triple H, defiant in his ways, refused to see the light, and tensions would again flare.
Thank goodness for Nate and Jericho. They stopped Shawn Michaels at the very, very last second. There's Kevin Nash. Triple H is trying to explain to Nash that Shawn Michaels kicked Triple H. What? What the hell is that about? There's got to be a method to the madness of the game.
In the backlash of the destruction, Triple H and Shawn Michaels would be joined by four top contenders in a 3-on-3 six-man tag team matchup.
What a night it's going to be Sunday at Backlash.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
So many personal issues here tonight, especially with this man, Chris Jericho.
Well, let me tell you, Cole, it takes a king to know a king. And Chris Jericho is now called the king of the world. And that's one king that wants to put a stop to the showstopper in this match tonight.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 234 pounds, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
It's Nate, one of the greatest of all time, a 16-time world champion.
Wait a minute, Cole. Only his close personal friends like me and Triple H can call him Nate. You have to call him Nature Boy Ric Flair.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H!
When you're the World Heavyweight Champion, you're the very best. This man has made a career of proving people wrong. And Triple H said it earlier. He's going after Kevin Nash here tonight. Make no bones about it.
Oh, and what a confrontation that could prove to be. But I don't know. Even if I were Triple H, I might not be too anxious to go after the likes of Kevin Nash.
Introducing from Houston, Texas, weighing 256 pounds, Booker T.
Well, Booker T came within an eyelash of coming to Backlash as the World Heavyweight Champion, nearly defeating the game last Monday night on Raw. What kind of a mood is Booker T in here tonight?
Well, you talked about an eyelash. All you got to do is look at Booker T's eyes. That'll tell you what kind of mood he's in.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Micheals.
Shawn Michaels, quite possibly in the best shape of his career, the showstopper.
Well, you call him the showstopper. Some people call him the spotlight stealer. And right now, he's in the spotlight, that's for sure.
From Detroit, Michigan, weighing 305 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash has not been in the ring in a match in a long time. But tonight, Kevin Nash looks focused, looks ready, and he's got his eyes dead set on his former best friend, but now nemesis, Triple H.
Well, you're right about that, Cole. Kevin Nash looks as good as he's ever looked.
Think about the dichotomy of this match, King. On one side, there you see Booker T, but Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. And the relationship they've had with that man, Triple H, over the years, and it's come down to this here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Nash has come back, and he wants to get his hands on Triple H, but look at this. Triple H wants none of Big Sexy, does he?
Jericho in, and here comes Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels with a little mocking of the Nature Boy Ric Flair there before this match gets underway. Here they go.
This is going to be a good one. King, when you talk about all 6 of these men, all of them have at one point in their career been at the very top.
Oh, without a doubt. And probably the longest man at the top is Nate, Ric Flair, World Heavyweight Champion for years and years and years. And Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion now. He's been at the top of his game for years too. But you're right about another thing, Cole. Every one of these guys is a true superstar in every sense of the word.
All 6 of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle of it all.
We know there are personal issues between just about every competitor in this match, but maybe the most interesting history is between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Can you imagine that Shawn Michaels used to be Chris Jericho's role model, Cole? Chris Jericho looked up to Shawn Michaels.
And wouldn't it be nice if somehow Chris Jericho could again find the respect that he once had for Shawn Michaels? But I don't know. Those days may be long, long gone.
Well, you see, when you have a hero and then you become greater and better than your hero, it's hard to have respect for him anymore.
I don't know if Shawn Michaels would agree with that assessment, King.
Well, there's the showboat, Shawn Michaels. The one thing you know he's going to try to do in this match is steal the spotlight from the entire team. I mean, he needs all the attention to himself.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in that ring, King. When you see some of the moves he has, you have to say that he is in unbelievable shape.
Okay, I'll give you that. But he still needs to remember that he's part of a team here tonight. It's not all about himself. I want to talk about the proper strategy for any kind of tag team match. Let's face it, you want to target one individual opponent. You want to wear him down, make the constant tags, get a fresh man in, and wear your opponent down. That's classic tag team wrestling.
And King, we've got superstars in the ring tonight who know exactly what you're talking about. Extremely seasoned performers.
Bam! Oh, wow. You can't leave yourself open to Triple H like this. A sick neck breaker.
King, I've got to ask you, even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago that HBK eventually would turn on him. Do you think that could happen here tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know what guys like HBK and Kevin Nash are thinking. Sure, they're friends now, but friends in their book means they'll stab you in the front instead of stabbing you in the back. Oh, Booker T has got to be fired up. He's had issues with all 3 of these men at one time or another. Nate, Chris Jericho, and Triple H.
Well, especially Triple H. Booker T has big-time recent issues with the game after nearly becoming the World Heavyweight Champion less than a week ago.
And if you talk about Booker T and Triple H, their backgrounds couldn't be more opposite. I mean, the lives they've come from to get to where they are today are poles apart. Booker T from the mean streets and Triple H from a place of privilege.
Booker T, so athletic. We all know about his past, but the fact is that he is here now, and Booker T is obviously one of the elite superstars in WWE.
Yeah, but the problem I have with him is that Booker T is a known lawbreaker. I mean, he has no respect for the rules whatsoever.
Well, sounds to me like he's the best kind of teammate you could have. King, we've talked about being a team and not competing as individuals, but with so many egos in this match and so many guys wanting to go after one other guy, is that even possible?
Who knows? I mean, Cole, you have to look at these 6 individuals and tell me, who do you think has the biggest ego?
To answer your question, it's hard to say who has the biggest ego among these 6 superstars, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Triple H, the Game. He's the best there is, and he will be the first one to tell you that.
Wait a minute, Triple H? Really? Come on, it has to be Shawn Michaels. I mean, his ego applied for statehood one time. Or what about Kevin Nash? His ego has its own zip code. This reversal there. Triple H knows how to polish off an opponent. Big Daddy Cool. Let's see what he's got. As you said before the match, he hadn't been in the ring competing in a long, long time.
Well, that's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in prime condition, King.
Certainly one thing we know hasn't changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength. Oh!
King with 6 men in and around the ring at all times. What a move! The question with Kevin Nash coming in tonight was, having only come back a few weeks ago, would ring rust be an issue for him?
Well, I don't know about that, Cole. That may be just the case because Big Daddy Cool is not very cool right now.
Well, Kevin Nash over 7.
That's it. He's done. And folks, you can see the blood flowing. We got to cover. And there's the save. You look at Kevin Nash and that size of his, and you know what they say. The bigger they are,
the harder they fall, right?
No. Usually when it comes to Kevin Nash, it's the bigger they are, the harder they punch. But the way it looks tonight, I think the bigger they are, the harder they fall might actually be right. The shoulders are down.
In an easy kick out. It'll be interesting to see who becomes the alpha male early in the contest. He's seen enough. Here he comes.
He was one step ahead on that one.
Oh, watch Y2J here.
Should do it right there.
And there's the breakup, just in the nick of time.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Oh no, wait a minute, Cole, what's he gonna do here? Booker T is finding himself in a painful spot here. Speaking of Booker T, you know that spinneroonie move of his, Cole?
Yeah.
Did he invent that?
I believe he did, King. And even if Booker T didn't invent the spinneroonie, he certainly...
He thinks he has it, and there's the breakup. That could have been it right there. Watch it. Ooh. And Ric Flair reverses it.
Is there anybody more outgoing than the Nature Boy?
Oh, man. Ow. Ric Flair is a force within the ring.
Booker T with a slick reversal.
Oh, look how badly he wants the tag.
Boy could execute a reversal with such style. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go. And now he's back out on the apron.
Oh, going to the top, high risk.
Man, Triple H, what offense.
DX chop.
Wow! What offense Shawn Michaels is showing at this point. Man, Triple H, what offense! Ready to strike.
Triple H looking to finish things.
That's it. He's done.
There's the cover. Can he do it? And he breaks the hold. And he finally gets out of the ring. He's going for the pin. He breaks up the pin, and the match continues. Oof, man! Now he's back out on the apron.
Looks like somebody wants back in this match.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Shawn Michaels has always loved the spotlight. He's never shied away from the spotlight, and tonight the spotlight is shining right on him.
Oh, he loves the spotlight, all right. Listen, if you're not talking about Shawn Michaels isn't listening.
And being a man who's made a career of being by himself, maybe Shawn Michaels is struggling a little bit, trying to work as part of a team.
Oh, Shawn Michaels is looking very vulnerable right now. This is turning the king of the world
Wins it for his team.
Oh, man, Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, and Triple H have come out on top. Triple H, he's always thinking, he's always got an equalizer. I mean, he's always got backup.
Triple H again proving why he's the cerebral assassin king, why he's the world heavyweight champion, doing whatever it takes to stay on top, doing whatever it takes to remain the very best. And if Kevin Nash wasn't angry before, he's angry now.
Not a power bomb for... Oh, sledgehammer!
Coming off a grueling title defense, Triple H was steadily building his legacy as one of the greatest world heavyweight champions in WWE history. The following night on Raw, the Game looked to take the night off. However, Stone Cold Steve Austin had other plans.
You can pick your own opponent tonight, as long as that opponent is a former world champion.
I'll wrestle the greatest former world heavyweight champion of all time, Ric Flair.
I'm overwhelmed.
I mean, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. The best versus the best, just like we talked about.
I chose you to stick it up Austin's ass. I chose you not because you're Ric Flair. I chose you because you're Ric Flair. You'll lay down.
With Ric Flair's integrity at stake, Shawn Michaels paid Flair a visit to remind him who he was and give the dirtiest player in the game his confidence back.
Do you really think I can go out there and beat a guy like Triple H right now? I know you can do it.
Where's Flair getting this from?
After what I saw you do with Triple H,
Look at these shots by Flair.
I am here to tell you that you, Ric Flair, were, are, and will always be the greatest wrestler in the world. And I just want to know if I'm in the same league with Ric Flair.
You, Michaels, will always be a Ric Flair wannabe.
He just took a punch on Michaels.
I am not the little boy watching my idol. I am a Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper. You didn't pass the torch to me. I took it from you.
Ric Flair.
Shawn Michaels and Bad Blood. The dream match, perhaps of all time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 234 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
People ask, who do you think is the greatest champion of all time? To me, it's a toss-up. It's either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels. Flair dominated the 80s as no one has ever dominated a decade. Shawn Michaels dominated the 90s. It took what Flair had done to another level.
Well, there have been a lot of guys who wanted to be like Ric Flair.
From San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
From just down the road in San Antonio, Shawn Michaels has made his way here to Houston.
Like you said it before, Cole, nobody dominated the 80s like Nate, Ric Flair. And nobody dominated the 90s like Shawn Michaels. But you know what? This is 2003. Who's going to dominate tonight?
We can think back to the last 20 years and some of the greatest five-star matches and Match of the Year candidates, and one common denominator is that they usually had either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels in them.
And that's why this match is almost guaranteed to be special. I love it.
The Texas crowd does too, King. The cheers for HBK already starting up from his home state fans. But you can hear that Flair has his cult following too, as always.
You hear how his leg connected? A quick reversal by Ric Flair. Oh, I'll bet we see Nature Boy reach even deeper into his bag of tricks tonight than he usually does. Desperate people do desperate things, and Ric Flair needs to win this match here tonight.
And we all know what kind of tactics Ric Flair can call on when he's desperate. The dirtiest player in the game didn't earn that nickname by playing nice.
That was a hard shot. Oh, what a shot.
Nicely avoided there.
And Ric Flair reverses it.
And this is going to return to the ring.
And Ric Flair has momentum.
What a backdrop. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Well, in the events leading up to this match, Shawn Michaels brought tears to Nature Boy's eyes by telling him how he idolized Ric Flair, nearly worshipped Ric Flair.
But King, Shawn eventually got stabbed in the back by Ric Flair.
Wait a minute, as for Michaels being stabbed in the back, that was just typical Nature Boy. If Shawn Michaels really idolized Flair like he said he did, he should have expected it from the dirtiest player in the game.
Just because HBK should have seen it coming doesn't make it right.
Oh, that might be it right there. Oh, out of nowhere.
It was just a little over 2 years ago that we saw one of the greatest events in WWE history held right here in Houston, WrestleMania 18.
Well, there's always been a rich history between WWE and the state of Texas, Cole, and this incredible event is just going to add one more chapter to that book.
Yeah, and I live here.
You know, Shawn Michaels might be as athletic a superstar as we have in WWE today.
And that's always the one thing to watch out for in a Shawn Michaels match.
That's it. He's done.
The one thing Ric Flair wants to do here tonight is negate the speed and quickness advantage that Shawn Michaels has over him, and it looks like he may be doing it.
Well, even if Shawn Michaels is quicker and faster than the Nature Boy, he'll never have the arsenal of moves that Nate has.
Maybe he doesn't need that arsenal, King, as agile and athletic as Shawn Michaels is.
Oh, to fight back like that and then come up short is terrible. Oh, what's Flair going for here? But wait, a reversal by Shawn Michaels, and ooh, Flair hit that corner hard. He's dazed.
Yeah, really dazed.
Here comes HBK. Oh, Flair in the corner now. Shawn Michaels has him, but wait a minute. Referee. Oh, look at that.
Blatant low blow.
And I think Ric Flair got both HBK and the referee. What are you going to do now, Nature Boy? Woo! The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is. Oh, look at this. Ric Flair with a finger four, but no!
Shoved right into the official. And now Shawn Michaels is ready to go. And he's tuning up the band for some sweet chin music on Nate.
Look out, Nature Boy.
And he connects. Who the heck? Randy Orton
with a steel chair to the back of Shawn Michaels. And look at this, he's putting Nature Boy on top of HBK.
The youngest member of Evolution.
Are you kidding?
Helping
the referee?
Out his buddy Flair.
And there's the 3 count. I can't believe this, Cole.
No, I can't. That's the way these guys operate.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, he's almost unconscious. There's no way he could have won this match over Shawn Michaels without the help of Randy Orton. Ric Flair can barely stand, but Shawn Michaels is out.
Orton paying dividends.
What you see in this ring is the greatest example of evolution.
As the members of Triple H's new faction, Evolution, continued to grow, so did the problems for the Heartbreak Kid.
Shawn Michaels is the next legend that I'm going to kill.
It's Legend versus the Legend Killer. Michaels going. No, he's caught. Sweet chin music. Oh, but it was blocked into the RKO. And Orton wins it. The Legend Killer prevails.
Later that same night, Triple H's long title reign came to an end. In the weeks to come, the game would enlist an animal in an effort to reclaim his throne.
That's Batista. The hell? Batista assaulting Shawn Michaels.
HBK's problems only became worse with the addition of the newest member of Evolution. At the 2003 Survivor Series, the Animal would unleash his rage.
We're down to Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton. Wait a minute, that Animal, Batista, no!
Look, Shawn, I powerbombed your ass straight to hell. Hey, just come on down, you jacked up Nimrod.
Batista and Michaels will go one-on-one at Armageddon.
Dave Batista, 6'5", 325 pounds.
In 30 years that I've been around this business, I don't think I've ever seen a better big match wrestler than Shawn Michaels.
I believe in Armageddon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, representing San Antonio, Texas, is one of the most honored champions in the history of WWE, making his 68th WWE pay-per-view appearance, King. It'll be only the third for Batista.
Well, with Shawn Michaels, we all saw what happened at Survivor Series. Batista interfering in the Heartbreak Kids match against Randy Orton and costing Shawn Michaels the victory.
And being accompanied by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 318 pounds, Batista!
So far tonight at Armageddon, King, Evolution is 1-0. Randy Orton beating Rob Van Dam to win the Intercontinental Championship earlier. And Batista will do everything in his power to make it 2-0 for Evolution tonight.
And so will Nate. Ric Flair led Randy Orton to victory, and I think he's got it in that twisted, sick mind of his that he's going to lead Batista to victory right here as well.
Shawn Michaels has got to get on that horse tonight, use every bit of speed and quickness that he can come up with, and try to frustrate Batista with his movement.
You know, I don't think Batista gets frustrated, Cole. I think he just gets mad. Big time impact, and he crashes down to the outside. Oh, look at the emotion. Oh, man, is he fired up.
And he's heading back in.
At last year's Armageddon, Shawn Michaels entered as a champion. But this year, this match is not about titles. This is simply personal. The courageous Shawn Michaels going up against the monster known as Batista.
And it definitely is personal, Cole. Shawn Michaels will never forget what Batista did to him at Survivor Series.
And as for Batista and what he did at Survivor Series, not only will Shawn Michaels never forget it, neither will anybody else who witnessed it that night.
Yeah, and least of all, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Batista's powerbomb on Shawn Michaels was effectively the end of Austin's career.
He leaps into the air for a flying forearm. He's going to take a chance here.
Some added pressure on Batista in this match because Evolution is gunning for a clean sweep in their matches here tonight. And with Randy Orton already having taken care of his part of the bargain earlier, Evolution hopes resting squarely on Batista at this point.
That certainly does up the ante for Batista, doesn't it? He'll have more than just himself to answer to if he can't get the job done against HBK.
Batista is just one big monster, Cole. I mean, what a physical specimen. Look at him. He's got muscles in places most people don't even have places.
And with Shawn Michaels giving up about 100 pounds to Batista, there might be a little bit of an intimidation factor here tonight. HBK isn't easily intimidated, but if there is anyone that could intimidate him, it might be Batista.
Well, let's face it. Batista could intimidate anybody. Batista could intimidate Godzilla and King Kong both at the same time. Shawn Michaels would love to win this for himself, to get the victory over Batista. But there's more to it than just that, Cole.
I mean, you're referring, of course, to this history with Evolution as a whole, King, and the run-in Shawn Michaels has had with every single member of that group.
Well, I can't stress it enough. Shawn Michaels would absolutely love to derail Evolution by beating Batista right here. And that's exactly what an HBK win would do. It would derail Evolution.
But on the other hand, King, if Batista can get the win here, and with Randy Orton already having won earlier, this would have all the makings of a legendary night for Evolution. Batista has the Nature Boy Ric Flair in his corner tonight, coaching him up on how to take out Shawn Michaels. Flair, no doubt, telling him to go after Shawn Michaels' Achilles heel, that damaged lower back.
And you know what? Batista better start listening to Nate. No one is better at finding weak spots in an opponent. Uh-oh, look out! This guy's just getting worn out.
Shawn Michaels, King, he's tearing up the band. And we're going to sweet chin music.
This is going to be bad for Batista, but wait a minute.
Oh, what a counter! Ooh! Spine buster by the Animal. Incredible counter by Batista.
And now it looks like Batista ready to do Shawn Michaels in.
Batista feeling it. Batista going to look for the patented Batista bomb right here.
Shawn Michaels in serious trouble. Here he goes. Well, it looks like it's all over for Shawn Michaels here, but wait.
No, not yet, not yet. Oh, sweet chin music.
And Michaels still right across Batista. Here's the count.
He got him. Michaels got him.
Stay down.
Shawn Michaels is beating the Animal. I can't believe it.
And neither can Shawn Michaels.
I've got the look.
Well, Evolution will not have a clean sweep tonight thanks to Shawn Michaels. This throws a hugest monkey wrench into the plans of Evolution at Armageddon.
Somehow, someway, Shawn Michaels has survived. His will to win is amazing. What an athlete and what a match. He's the showstopper.